القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Welcome to lesson number 4. Lesson number 4 starts the lesson series on Hamzat al Wasl. So you have heard me refer to this Hamza in previous lessons in the previous part 1. So Hamzat al Wasl, as mentioned before, is a special type of Hamza which occurs throughout the Quran. So in this first lesson, inshallah, we'll be giving you an introduction to this particular Hamza. So in this lesson and the next few lessons, you will be learning about the Hamzat al Wasl, pronounced as, so Hamzat al Wasl, that's how it's written, but we pronounce it as Hamzatul Wasl, as you can see over here. So it is translated as the Hamza of joining. Okay, the lesson of Hamzat al Wasl has been divided into 3 parts, as there are 3 different aspects of this Hamza. This lesson will be an introduction to the Hamzat al Wasl to facilitate the following lessons, inshallah. So coming to the main aspect of the Hamza, so the Hamzat al Wasl is a special type of Hamza which is always placed at the beginning of a word. This Hamza does not occur anywhere apart from in the beginning of the word. Now you have already been introduced to this Hamza in the lesson of Huruf al-Shamsiyya wal-Qamariyya, the sun and the moon letters. If you may recall, the Hamza looks like this. We put this on the name of Allah, and I showed you this sort of Dhamma looking thing which is on top of the Hamza. So this is an alif with a little sign which looks like a sad. You can see it looks like a sad which is joined onto something. So this Hamza will never have a haraka written on it. Yes. So the question remains as to how can this be read, or how this can be read. So how do we read a letter in the Arabic language which does not contain any haraka? Okay, so there's no haraka, there's no fatha or dhamma on top of it, there's no kasra underneath it. Okay, and we already know that tanween can only come at the end of a word. So this Hamza only comes at the beginning of the word. How do we read this? These lessons will elucidate how this Hamza should be read. There are 3 ways this Hamza can be read when beginning with this letter. And when it is read in continuation, meaning joined with the preceding word, it can be read in 2 additional ways. So when we're beginning with this Hamza, there are 3 ways in which we can begin with this Hamza. And when we're continuing, meaning the Hamzat al Wasl, before that there is a word which can join on to the following word, then there are 2 additional ways. Inshallah, this will become clearer as we go through the lessons. So we will first deal with how to read this Hamza when beginning with the Hamzat al Wasl. So how to read it when beginning with Hamzat al Wasl. The haraka that this Hamza will take is based in Arabic grammar. So it's all to do with Arabic grammar, and while you do not need to know Arabic grammar for this lesson, we will give you some other clues as to how it can be easier for you. Okay, so again, you do not need to know Arabic grammar, but I will give you some, inshallah, tips on how you can learn it. So as a learner, it becomes easy for you. The Hamza can begin with either a fatha, a dhamma, or a kasra when beginning. Okay. Now, if you recall, with the sun and moon letters lesson, we said that the Hamza should begin with a fatha. Now, that is because these are nouns. To identify a noun, there will usually be a lam after the Hamzat al Wasl. So just like in ash-shamsu and al-qamaru, both of these Hamzas take a fatha, and the clue for that is because of this alif lam, so this lam which takes place. Okay, so if you see an alif lam, and then the particular letters after it, normally there's 3 letters after it, at least 3 letters, sometimes it can be 4 or 5, okay, then this will take a fatha, okay. There are some words in which I can think of in the Quran, if you were to begin with them, then it wouldn't take a fatha, it would be a verb, but don't worry about that for now. The general rule is that if there's a Hamzat al Wasl and there's a lam afterwards, and there's at least 3 letters after that, then you will if you're beginning with it, then it will begin with a fatha. Okay, so just like ash-shamsu and al-qamaru. Okay, so this is quite easy. So here are some examples. So here we can say that Alhamdu, in the beginning of Surah Al-Fatiha, we say Alhamdu, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And here we can have Al-Qaryatu, Al-Qaryatu. Yes, so it's very simple here. At-Taqwa, At-Taqwa. We haven't taken this, but you just need to know this word. You can follow this transliteration over here. An-Nasu, An-Nasu. Here we are doing the one on the noon. So here the fatha goes directly onto the noon and the shadda. An-Nasu. And the same thing for An-Nabiyyu, An-Nabiyyu, An-Nabiyyu. The other clue is that when there's a alif lam, then the last letter will either only take a single haraka, whether it's a dhamma, fatha or kasra, will only take a single haraka. There will never be a tanween with the alif lam where we're taking a fatha on it. Okay, so this should make it very clear. Now, inshallah, then we'll go on to the next lessons. The reason why there isn't any exercises on this, because you've already done exercises of the huruf al-shamsiyya wal-qamariyya letters, so that should make it easy that we're just starting it with the fatha. Okay, so that ends this lesson, and inshallah in the next lesson we will do part 2 of Hamzat al Wasl.
Salam Alykum. Be sure to download your free implementation workbook. We go through it step by step. All the videos correspond with it. We have laid it out very strategically so you can master Quranic Tajweed and Quranic Mastery and implement it while you go along. Okay, so be sure to download this and it will help you on your journey. It's free to download. The link should be in the description. Assalamu alaikum. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please like this video so we know you enjoy it, as we can make more. Please write a comment and tell us what you thought about the lesson. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.